I'm Roja as Rajan and I have secured AIR 108 in the recent Civil Service examination, and this was my second attempt. My optional was Anthropology and I'm from Kerala. So my strategy was to be really prepared for mains before appearing for prelims. So in the first attempt I used the same strategy and I studied the subject extensively for prelims as well as for mains, but unfortunately I could not clear the CSAT paper, and so I had to give another attempt. And in the second attempt again I focused on improving my mains answer writing and also the content and value addition part. So I enrolled in a full length test series like people who would clear prelims would do, and for optional I gave 2 test series. So I was mostly focusing on answer writing, both the quality and quantity of the answers. So one major part of the answers would be of course the content, but when we are having content, I try to use the content in multiple ways so that the same fact or figure can be used in different areas of the different subjects or in different areas, and at the same time just the content is not enough because the question will be asked in a particular manner, and if we are just writing the content which is not matching the demand of the question, then the answer will get below average marks. So the next focus was on improving the quality of my answers. The answers should be such that it is completely addressing the question without leaving any subparts or any part of the question that is like it may not be explicitly being asked, but it has to be discussed before going into the body of the answer. And again I try to bring a flow and structure to the answer just like I would do for an essay. So there used to be that crisp and very simple manner of answer writing. At the same time it would have enough facts and figures, but it will be easy for the person reading to understand what I'm trying to convey. So when it comes to current affairs, in all the 3 stages of preparation, current affairs is important. When it comes to prelims, I used to read the newspaper on a daily basis for the last few years, but apart from that, for prelims per se, I used to do the yearly compilation. I did not read any monthly compilation. I only focused on the yearly compilation. But most of the questions when I actually attempted the prelims paper, I understood with the knowledge I gained over the time while reading the newspaper, I was able to attempt some questions. And when it comes to mains, I used to watch detailed news analysis. Those are freely available online in YouTube. I used to follow Rao IAS DNS initiative, and I used to make notes out of it and map the current affair content into the static portion. And later during the prelims mains gap, I used the current affairs mains note and I took the data that was useful, and I compiled it into my actual mains notebook that I was going to revise just the day before the exam. So I had taken online mock sessions in KSG, and I had also interacted with Khan sir. So the online mock session I had with KSG was the nearest with my actual UPSC examination. So almost a similar set of questions were being asked, and the space that I was given to answer was almost the same in the actual interview preparation. But beyond that, I got much confidence after attending the session, and as well as getting the recording from Khan sir, and as well as the personal interaction. So I believe that confidence is the most key factor when it comes to interview preparation. Like we need to have the assurity that we have done enough preparation to face a board. So in the first interview, that confidence part is really important, and KSG helped me in that phase. Okay, I would say without following all the cut-off speculations, it is better to start preparing early for mains, because in the first few weeks most people would spend a lot of time worrying, but this is the time where we can have an edge over others, because if you are studying correctly now, some subjects that you have difficulty with, that you may not have covered in the initial phases of your preparation, this is the time now to fill all those gaps and start the serious preparation for mains. And focus on answer writing. I would suggest to write 2 to 3 hours daily, write answers in the specified time limit, 7 minutes for 10 markers and 10 minutes for 15 markers. Initially you will not be able to do it, but by the end of this preparation you will be able to complete all the papers.